Hey everybody, happy merry early Christmas. I am feeling especially in the Christmas mood, hence my tiara Santa hat, and I even have some pretty sweet little earrings here. But since we're in the Christmas mood, it is also dictating my topic for today, which is let's talk about booze. So I know probably a lot of you, like myself, have already even had a family Christmas, and for many of us, that includes alcohol. So I just wanted to talk about that and ways to strategize that if you are trying to stick with your goals and be healthy throughout the holidays. For those of you that don't know me and are tuning in, my name is Lori Lucille, and I am a personal trainer, nutrition coach, and co-owner of Snap Fitness here in Platteville. And welcome. So let's get started. I'm going to try to keep this brief, but in a nutshell, alcohol, if you drink alcohol, it will shut down your fat burning ability in your body. And I don't mean like permanently, I just mean as you're drinking it, that is what your body will burn for energy first. So I'm vastly oversimplifying this, but just know that if you're going to drink, that is going to be, let's say you drink and eat together, it'll burn the alcohol first, then it'll go to the food. So that's in a nutshell how that works. So I'm not trying to shame anybody here or be a big poo-poo, but I just want to explain the process. So what can we do during the holidays to kind of help us still stay on track, knowing all of this? And as a side note, just knowing that since our body burns the alcohol before the fat, it's not that you can't enjoy some drinks and still lose weight or stay on plan. It's just that it might take you a little bit longer to get to your goals. So if you're cool with that, I'm cool with that. We're just going to move on from that. So what do we do here? One thing that I did when I was in my weight loss mode was incorporate a 1-for-1. I'd have one drink to one glass of water, and I never wavered from that. I'm even getting to the point now, I will say, where I'll have a drink and I'm having maybe like 2 glasses of water. That could be age, I'm not sure. However, I do strongly recommend the 1-for-1. Why? Well, hydration is a huge thing that'll help prevent hangovers, but it also just slows you down. So as you have a drink, if you tend to be a fast drinker in particularly, at the very least, you're getting some water in your system too. So it helps not only keep you hydrated, but it helps you slow you down so maybe you don't drink so many. The second strategy that I'm going to recommend is in terms of what you drink. So I would strongly recommend that you stay away from a lot of the like sugary, frou-frou-y drinks that you know what I'm talking about, or anything that's super sweet. But basically stick with things. The number one thing is probably like the clear alcohols. So things like tequila, vodka, gin, things like that. I know when I was doing a little bit of research for this that apparently like the lowest carb alcohol out there would be tequila. But if you're like me and the thought of drinking tequila makes you kind of want to go, ooh. My personal drink, if I'm going to drink alcohol, like an actual hard alcohol, would be vodka. And in terms, you got to be careful with the mixers. So sodas, I think we all know that soda isn't good for you. So I tend to do soda water. So if I order it, I order a vodka soda, which is basically just like a sparkling water. And I like to have a twist of lime or a twist of lemon in there to give it a little bit of flavor, because it does kind of just taste like water. The recipe I saw for tequila was having a tequila and soda with a whole bunch of lime, if you don't mind it. So stick to those things, stick to the soda waters, sparkling waters, things like that. Side note, people think tonic is okay, but it's actually full of a lot of sugar. So be careful with tonics. I would actually kind of just not even really drink those. So stick with the clear alcohols first, but if you are a brandy drinker or a whiskey drinker or whatnot, just be careful with your mixers and things like that. The second one that I would probably would prefer as a second choice would be wine. And the drier the wine, the better. Obviously, the sweeter the wine, the more sugars that are in there. So stick with your dry wines, things like Cabernets or Merlots and things like that. So if you're going to imbibe, those are probably the ones that I would recommend the most. And again, stick with the 1-for-1, one drink to one glass of water or 2 glasses of water like I've been doing lately. And that should really help keep you on track. The biggest thing, and so here's my last tip, decide how much you're going to drink. and really, and maybe try to find someone that will help you stick to that. I know that can be hard, and one of the reasons, again, for the 1 for 1, the 1 drink to 1 glass of water, is it kind of helps keep you sober, and it doesn't, because as we drink, our inhibitions go down, you start having more than the 2 that maybe you planned for, whatever, then you start eating things that you weren't planning on eating, so it kind of a snowball effect. So really make those decisions before you enter your social situations. Another little strategy that I've done is I just volunteered to be a designated driver too. And so that makes it really easy. If you know you have people's lives in your hands, it's not too hard to say no to drinks. So in a nutshell, guys, those are my tips for this holiday season in terms of alcohol. So the number 1 tip is drink 1 for 1. So 1 drink to 1 glass of water. Second is stick to clear alcohols or wine. Beer is a big no-no too. That's just like, there's just lots of carbs in beer, lots of sugar. So stick to those types of things if you're going to drink. And number 3 would be to choose how much you're going to drink before you enter those social situations. Like I promised, I was keeping this short today, so that's all that I have for you. And I do want to mention that I am running a special for my January Jumpstart. It's my 4-week online boot camp. If you sign up and commit before December 23rd, basically before Christmas, it's only $99. And normally it's $147. So that's a really good savings. If you're on the fence about it, guys, please just email me. We'll get the conversation started. And you can do that at plattevillewi@snapfitness.com. The boot camp includes 5 workouts, 5 30-minute workouts per week, a custom nutrition plan, challenges, weekly check-ins with me to keep you on track, so on and so forth. So thanks, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas, and I will be checking in with you after Christmas, the day after on the 26th.